It's only an ID Buzz. First one through, absolutely chuffed with it. Simple one, this would be a relatively quick video. This little ID Buzz commercial has had a 3-way Mille Pro front end, so Mille Pro mid-bass, Mille Pro mid-range, and the 28.3 tweeter, which is a car audio GM, so 28mm tweeter. It's 150 quid. So what Gary wanted to do is go for a passive 3-way first, and see how that gets along, you know. And it's a substantial upgrade, you know. It's worked quite well, although I reckon he's going to go for an amp at some point soon, so we might see it again. Let's have a look. Nothing to see in the car, but I have got some bonus video of part way through the build, which I know a lot of people like to see. All right, let's go there now. Bonus bits. You have to bear with us because it's the middle of the day, so you may hear some strange noises. Baffle. Created this baffle in the ID Buzz door so that it can go over the original ring behind the door card, so it keeps it sealed to the door card. So this is measured to perfection. You can see, I think it's in shot, the mirror back build there for the tweeter. Now this is a 3-way passive, as I've said, so not sort of usually what we do. So there's a crossover inside the door. Inside the door card, it sits around here, and then there's a mid-range here which just isn't there from the factory, which we've created a baffle for. So yeah, inside of a kit, I suppose, would be this ring, this speaker, the ring for the door, that mid-range, and those what we call sail panel build for the tweeters. Yeah, sound deadening on this panel where we can get it. There isn't too much surface area on here where we can get it, but there is on the back. On the outer skin of the door is fully deadened, so yeah, should get a decent response for it from the door mid-bass, mid-range and tweeter. I'm looking forward to hearing how this sounds. Extremely basic, but just the right amount of work in the right places. We've used the OEM input cable that'll go to our passive crossover. These are just tucked away right now, but these will go down here to our input in our crossover and our output to our mid-bass. So yeah, that's just tucked out of the way for now. And then the tweeter will be loomed in, and then as you can see, the cable for the tweeter there, if you can see that, is on the door card. Mid-range is on the door card. And then we've got a self-adhesive patch in just for around the outside of the baffle, just in case, just stops any bleeding of sound going behind the door card, from the front of the cone rather than the back of the cone. But yeah. And then sound deadening on the door card itself as well, in all these little nooks and crannies. Really interesting project this. I'll catch you in a minute when it's done. It's going out today. It might look a million miles away, but it's really not. It's just panel refit now. All of the other stuff's done, so yeah, in a minute. Have a little look at the finished article, alright? So that's the Mille Power 3-way, sorry, that's the Mille Pro 3-way right there. I'll say there's not much to see. Of course, you've got the custom tweeter panels there, which look much larger on the camera than they do in real life. And then we trim the door panel to match as well. So this is Alcantara. It was a bit of a mission, but that's done. And then everything else is OEM. Fully deadened doors, as you've seen. The door cards are deadened as well, so these are nice and solid. Outer door skins are nice and solid, which should lead to a good end sound. As you can see from the sort of mid-roll on the video, all of the baffles and everything we've done to this, we've printed. So Gary's given us a bit of extra time with the van. We've had it for 5 days. We wanted to design a system that we can just, it's just a repeatable system, so we can use a Mille Power mid-bass or a Mille Legend mid-bass or pretty much any 6.5 really, 3-inch mid-range driver and then a custom tweeter. You could put the tweeters up in the dash, but they are miles away from you. They're never going to sound any good over there. So they're facing the glass and things like that. So yeah, ID Buzz owners, we have got a solution for you. If you want to know, drop us an email. We can discuss different things. I know that most of the systems we do are fully active, 3-way subs, things like that. I know it needs to be light duty in these vans, so we can put that system together. We now have the fundamentals for the front doors, which is the most important part really, and then onwards we can go from there. So yeah, like I say, drop us an email. We can discuss a project that's particular to you and hone it and do what's right. Alright, I'm Carl, it's your studio Incar, and this is an ID Buzz. This is Gary's ID Buzz. Take it easy.